Right now at 6, a woman accused of killing a Waterbury educator expected to learn her fate today. We are live at the courthouse with the details this morning.
People in one New Haven neighborhood say they're concerned about their safety, what they want the city to do about it.
Also at businesses picking up in the capital city, lawmakers now advancing bills they want to see come up for a vote before the session comes to a close.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock. Thanks so much for being with us here at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus, America Areas.
And I'm Keith McGilver. We're rocking a little bit of pink on the first day of spring. Feeling
first
good.
Day of spring. Here we go.
Meteorologist Matt Scott standing by with a check of the forecast. Good morning.
No.
Close.
You didn't want to play?
I missed that email or text.
What do you mean? You're a meteorologist.
Oh, no, he meant about the pink.
So I should predict that we're all wearing pink today?
Well, no, but something springy.
Well, this is springy, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning. Nice to see you. Hello, spring. I thought this would be a little springy. Spring showers this morning, 1 or 2 flakes. Later on today, we've got some rain to deal with and mixed temperatures and a mixed weekend. We'll talk about that coming up. Checking the radar for any real activity. Seeing 1 or 2 flakes, really not a big deal up in the Litchfield Hills. Most of you, they're just really not even hitting the ground. Temperatures at the surface fairly mild. So we've got some clouds, got a better chance at some rain coming in later on today. I know you see snow, but look at these temperatures. They range from 32 to 43 right now in New Haven and Groton. Winds out of the south for now until that front arrives, 5 to 10 miles an hour. All right, here's the bus stop forecast. Cloudy skies now. A few rain showers coming in later on today with a high into the 50s. So no, later on, no snow. What about the weekend? Mixed bag. We'll talk about that coming up. All right. I think you're looking just as springy as I am, Rachel Piscatelli.
I was like, I hope no one judges what I'm wearing. I mean, it's bright, but it's not necessarily
Clearly,
spring.
that's all we're doing right now. So
Darn it, that should have changed. All right, good morning, 6:02 right now. And we aren't following any incidents out on the roads this morning. Things are running smoothly with most of that road work that's wrapping up for your morning commute at the moment. So we'll take a live look outside over New Haven this morning, where things in both directions look okay on 95 and also 91. Over in Hartford, 84 east and westbound running smoothly through the capital city. Those drive times look fine here at 6:03. Keith and Erica, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Rachel. Thank you for that. Right now at 6, a woman accused of killing a Waterbury educator expected to learn her fate today. We are live at the courthouse with the details.
Yes. We're going to check in with Brooke Griffin right now and get the very latest.
Yeah, we absolutely do plan on hearing from that family today. This is a case that we've been following for a long time now. Since October of 2022, when it happened, the family has been outspoken and really just voicing their concern over the fact that they just don't believe that 30 years in prison is enough for Heather Anderson, the person accused of killing that family member, Shelley Stamp. Investigators say Shelley Stamp was found in her apartment dead in October of 2022. That was after a home invasion, they said. They tell us she had a piece of clothing wrapped around her neck and her credit cards and personal items had been stolen. Heather Anderson was charged with murder. She accepted a plea deal for a 30-year sentence at her last hearing in December. Stamp's family have sat front row at all of those court appearances, even reading impact statements to Anderson at one of them. Although during those, Anderson looked straight ahead and did not acknowledge the family. They tell us they feel Anderson should be serving more time for what she did.
For them to bring it down more, we're pretty upset about it. Like she said, she was strangled with her own jacket by this woman, and it was brutal, and my poor husband found her.
And there was a second woman allegedly involved as well. Shannon Gritzbach was arrested on misdemeanor charges originally when this happened. Court records show she was supposed to be at a hearing last month. Now there's an order for authorities to rearrest her. We're working to find out more details about that. But as far as today's hearing, there will be no cameras inside that courtroom. That judge doesn't allow cameras in the court for this case, but we will have a reporter getting all of those details. And they'll also be speaking with Shelley Stamp's family. They'll have all of that coming up later this afternoon. Live in Waterbury, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much for the update there. We will check back. Meantime, at 6:05 this morning, happening today, officials in New London are going to talk about plans to restore service on the Shoreline East to pre-pandemic levels. The Connecticut Public Transit Council is expected to update the community on the current reality facing commuters and future plans for the rail line. This week, the Transportation Committee overwhelmingly voted to move a bill forward to restore funding for the line. Lawmakers cut funding last year in response to low ridership. The future of electric vehicles is back up for discussion at the state capitol today.
Yeah, the Transportation Committee is considering a bill that would address infrastructure concerns. Let's explain here. So it would create an infrastructure coordinating council to oversee plans for the state's EV network. It would create a zero-emission vehicle roadmap for the state, revise the state's hydrogen and EV purchase rebate program, and allow the state to provide bonding for installing EV charging stations and rebates for EV purchases. It would also set the rate used to charge a customer to charge their electric vehicles.
And lawmakers are also going to consider a measure that would rid the requirement for an additional driver to provide a credit card when renting cars. Now, that's if the driver has provided a credit or debit card for the rental. And it would also cap the amount that a rental car company can recover for the loss of a vehicle that was rented. There is a proposal to require the Department of Transportation to create guidelines for how it removes tree and vegetation near highways. The guidelines must include safety reasons for removal, the way that trees and vegetation get removed, and also for how removing trees will improve road conditions. It would not include for the removal of trees when it comes to weather-related safety concerns.
Dozens of people in New Haven's Fairhaven neighborhood calling on the city to do more for protecting their quality of life. They say crime and drug use getting out of hand, and business owners say they're losing money, potential customers as well because of the problems. Neighbors say they're being treated differently when it comes to how police deal with the situations.
People, they keep shooting drugs in front of my place. This guy came inside of the building with a gun, and he was like waving the gun, and he was taking products and putting it in his pocket. So I called the police. The police showed up like half hour later. If that situation happens on Worcester Square, or that happened on East Rock, that the police will act immediately.
Mayor Justin Elicker is saying the city is dedicated to combating crime in the city, including in the Fairhaven neighborhood. The mayor tells us he's open to meeting with business owners to hear more about their concerns.
State police say a pedestrian was hit on I-91 in Hartford. The crash was reported just after 8:30 last night in the southbound lanes near exit 33 at Jennings Road. State police say there were serious injuries. We don't know how many people were involved in this crash. We are working to get more details from police, and we will pass that on to you as soon as we can. Meantime, this morning, police in Coventry now say that the gray female pit bull that was found dead on South Street 2 weeks ago was not shot. Officers had previously reported that the dog was, but now they say that is not true. They say the dog was emaciated and had serious injuries. Animal advocacy group Desmond's Army recently donated $10,000 for information leading to an arrest and conviction for whoever was responsible. Killing a dog here in Connecticut is considered a felony. If you know anything about what happened, if you know anything that could help lead to an arrest, please call Coventry Police.
A man accused of killing his daughter's dog asking a judge for more time to think about a plea deal from prosecutors. 51-year-old Arnaldo Silva facing animal cruelty and threatening charges in the death of a 2-year-old dog. His daughter Gabriella speaking to Fox 61 about her effort to get justice for her pet. She says she'll be at each court appearance and working with advocates like Desmond's Army to combat animal abuse.
Really great to have all these people who were once strangers become a friend and support you, and it makes you want to go on in life and keeps me strong every day to continue what I'm doing.
As for Arnaldo Silva, he's expected to tell the judge whether he accepts or rejects the plea deal at his next court date, scheduled for the end of April.